floor. All right, there we go. All right, now I am in the shot correctly. Sorry, for anyone who wasn't paying, well, you weren't here, but I just spent like 2 hours of our time figuring out tech problem. Fuck, shut. Okay,
yeah,
let's
it
go.
was the controllers. We got it working, though. We got it working. Honestly, I've been looking forward to this all day. As soon as I booted up the computer and like loaded Doom, I was like, oh, this is my favorite thing in the world. Listen to music and play Doom. So that's what we're going to do. The band is called Thrice. Artist in the Ambulance is the album that we're going to listen to. We can't play it here on the podcast because that's illegal. So what you can do is search for it, or there's a playlist link in the description. Go ahead and throw that on. I'll do a 3, 2, 1 in just a second, and you'll be listening to the whole album with us. And there's a reason why I chose this one. Do you know why, Shim?
Was this the album that got you into music?
No. Which is what you told me to do, because that's what you did on the last episode.
Yeah, that was the point. That's what we're doing. We're like,
yeah. Well, unfortunately, no such record exists for me. That's just not possible. I've been playing music since I was 2.5 years old. I learned how to talk. I could play piano before I learned how to speak the English language, right? So there's no anything I ever heard or saw that made me go, oh, I want to do that. I was already doing it for 10 years before I ever had that kind of a realization. But this is kind of the closest thing I could come to for 3 reasons. Let me just say this really quick, and then we'll dive into the record, because I want you to listen to it through this lens, all right? Okay. Because this record is huge for me for 3 big reasons. It comes out in the summer of 2003. I'm 17 or 16 years old. So check this out. I just dropped out of high school 1 month ago. This record, I think, comes out in July. So in June, I just went to my guidance counselor. I went, I'm out of here. I'm never coming back, right? I start hanging out with a girl. Her name's Sarah. We start dating in October. She's my wife now, right?
Right.
And also, I decide I'm going to become a professional musician. Like, fuck everything else. I'm never going to do anything except I'm never going to have a day job. I'm never going to learn how to tie a tie. I'm just going to do music. Here we are. I'm 39 now. Go back to 2003, right? This was 16 years old. I made those 3 decisions, and this is the soundtrack, right? Because think about it, right? Do you remember, like, okay, I'm 39. I'm going to be 40. You're 40 something. We're in a midlife crisis right now, aren't we? Like, that's what happens to men when they get to our age.
Technically.
There was another one. Do you remember it when you were 16, 17?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if girls go through this, but boys have a quarter life crisis right around 16, 17, whatever it is, because everyone looks at you like you're a man now, and they're asking the same question. What are they asking?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, bro? Like, are you going to live? Are you going to start a family? How are you going to pay for things? Like, are you going to go to school? Are you going to get a job? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? And you're like, fuck, I don't know. I've never thought about this stuff, right? So, like, I'm dealing with that. I just dropped out of high school, and I'm like, this girl, Sarah's pretty cool. I think I want to marry her. So, like, this is the soundtrack to me falling in love with my wife and putting me literally exactly where I am right now. And this album comes out that summer, and every single day, I remember this. Remember the wireless packs that would, like, you would duct tape it to your guitar strap?
Yeah.
I made one. I would put my iPod in there, and I would put on my iPod headphones. I would stand in front of my Ampeg fridge because there was no, like, in-ear monitor or no headphones yet. And I would play this record every single day from start to finish, 7 days a week. I did it that whole entire summer. Was this album right here. So
damn. Okay.
It's not
so basically I can just imagine you with headphones on in front of an Ampeg fridge just playing this in your tidy whities.
With that bass right there. The Gibson Grabber, this is the one that Ed played a grabber on. That's why I have to have a grabber bass. So this was a huge record for me, but it's not the one that was like, oh, I want to be a pro bass player now. But it's definitely the soundtrack to me coming to the conclusion of, like, oh yeah, I don't need algebra, and this is the girl I want to marry, and fuck everything that's not music. I just want to do music for the rest of my life. Here we are, 3.5 decades later.
All right.
We made it. All right.
All right. So count down and rock it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. And for everyone at home, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, bam. We'll hit it on the down beat. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Bam.
And Shim, let me know if it needs to come up or down.
I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, you didn't listen to Thrice at all. They weren't on your list, were they?
No.
Dustin Kensrue, the singer for this band, he's also the first lyricist that I liked. Like up until this point, I never paid attention to lyrics. Ever.
Right.
But Dustin Kensrue was the first one. Was like, oh yeah, this makes me think a little bit. That's kind of cool. He wasn't writing what I call "ooh baby baby" songs.
Is this the guy? I remember you telling me like there's. Oh no, that's Offspring. There was a song that had lyrics that changed your perspective on life.
Yeah, that was the first time. Dustin's the second time. And every song Dustin... Oh, you just fucking killed me.
Sorry, dude.
It's all good. Every song Dustin writes, he's a theological, like, philosophical mastermind. So he always writes these really introspective choruses and lyrics, you know, not your typical love songs and stuff, you know. So that's what I really dig about him is like, I have to be like, oh shit, I haven't read my Greek mythology in a long time. Let me go rehash the Odyssey really quick.
Dude, I forgot how.
Forgot what?
This sorry, I'm thinking about the music as well as the game because normally when I play Doom and listen to music, I've heard it before, but I've never heard this record before.
Yeah, remember this type of production, 2003. This is Atreyu. This is Avenged Sevenfold is like a year old, or you know, they just broke. And these guys were on like the post-hardcore screamo. So he screams, but they're not hardcore.
Right.
You know, there's not a lot of riffs. Yet. The next song
is riff central.
Well, because this band, every album's the same. They never have another record that sounds the same. They never do this sound ever again after this album.
Really?
Yeah. And they change their
Why
tunings.
is that?
They're constantly evolving. They're not the same band. Every time it's different. Same lineup. Same like characterization. Like they come up with similar parts.
So it sounds like. So they don't. But does that mean that they go heavier or softer, or it's all just
all
whatever?
over the place? After this record, they go Radiohead.
Wow, interesting.
Here's
that sounds so Avenged.
Yep. This was the single.
Oh my god, I keep doing that. Have you already been up to the top thing there?
Yeah, I just went through the blue door.
Is that back up where we started?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking go through the...
I suffer the same fate.
Do you naturally sing harmonies instead of lead?
This is when I learned how to do it. Because like I'd be playing this all the time. And I would just hear those really cool parts. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should sing that since, you know, I'm done playing the bass. So yeah, like I naturally became the background vocalist. And like I said, I already wasn't listening to the lyrics. So it's like, you just need to grab a couple of them. It's not that hard. There to live.
Dude, where?
That's all you need.
Right.
If you just hold your tongue.
So you've already been all the way down here. Is there anything to find?
I just went up here. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything.
Nah, there's got to be because there's nothing else down there.
I always forget about this map. Every time we play it, I'm like, oh, this one. And then we get stuck. And I'm like, fuck, this one.
Now, I figured it out.
Oh, it's over there?
Yeah.
Where you are? You want to call that bluff? Get in line and wait your turn. Oh, maybe you stand on top. Yeah.
Shit.
This is the reason I
sat.
What?
You just stood in front of your Ampeg and played this record over and over again.
Yeah, it's like band practice, but me and Thrice.
That's a pretty good line.
Yeah. Oh, dude, wait, right here.
Do they go halftime?
What do you do with witches? Fucking right you do. Wait. Yeah. I try to scream like him, I try to sing like him. Like Dustin's my he's my vocalist guru. You know, like he imprinted on me and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is how you're supposed to do everything." You
Right.
know, the way that you're like you heard Tom Morello and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is how you do guitar."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Dustin's like my, "Oh yeah, here's how you do lead singer."
Yeah.
This was, I think, the first single. It was the second one to go to radio, but like it was the commercial single. It's less screamy and aggressive. But I think this is one of the best choruses ever written. The verses are all right, but the chorus I think is great. Shadows never look the same.
Yeah, I got the red key.
Yeah, I see that. All right, so to give you an idea, like the reason I like this chorus so much, this is the same year as The Reason by Hoobastank, right?
Yeah.
Like think of what's on the radio and like what a pop chorus sounded like.
Right.
The chorus on this song, coming up right here, a ghost is all that's left of everything we swore we never would forget. This line right here. We tried to bleed the sickness, but we drained our hearts instead. We are the dead. Like it calls back to the beginning of the chorus. Like a ghost is all that's left. We're staring at ghosts. Oh, fuck, it's us.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like his songs are like the Sixth Sense, and like there's a twist ending around every chorus. You're like, oh,
No, I get
shit,
you. I get you.
I'm the
Yeah.
ghost. I'm the dead one. Like it was the first time lyrics ever did that to me.
Right. Right.
You know
right.
what I mean? And it's this record.
Ah, shit.
Where are you? Oh, I'm right where you are. Oh, fuck. One of these guys. Never came. We need the plasma rifle.
Yes, we do.
Not the same.
Dude, I'm out of everything.
Call and response. The third chorus has call and response. The first two didn't.
Right.
Like these are a lot of songwriting tricks that I steal too.
Right.
you know?
Right.
Can we be saved? And when they play this song live, they always do the next song, which starts with a single snare hit, and everyone waits for it because you know it's coming. You wait, and then the whole crowd, fuck yeah! But everyone knows it's coming, and they slow this way down. Boom, 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 ga, ga, boom, 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 ga. Like the whole room bounces on this song, but they always play it after all that's left,
Right.
which is smart. You don't always do songs in the same album order, but it makes sense to have like one or two of them. Like, oh, let them know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, well, when you got the right, if you got an iconic thing like that with a snare drum and especially, you just let the crowd decide. Like, if you know the crowd's going to scream and bounce because you do it, you do it.
Yep.
You know.
These guys were also way ahead of their time. Like,
yeah, they do. It does sound like, the funny thing is, like, you said this was around the time of The Reason.
Yeah, right?
I remember everything. There was nothing doing this type of sound for years in Australia. A lot of bands came up like a few years later in Australia that were like Diet Pepsi versions of this.
Right.
But yeah, this was before any of that shit.
But like they were blogging and vlogging before that was a thing. Like you would go to thrice.net and they would upload their playlists of what they're listening to while they're on tour. So Riley and the four members, Riley, Ed, Tepe, and Dustin, you could be like, oh, he's listening to this today, and it's not like it was a Spotify playlist. This is on their MySpace page. And it's be like, oh my God, Ed listens to Miles Davis. Me too. Like that's it. They would
So
just
like, so would they actually upload what they were doing to like their MySpace playlist?
no,
and
no,
then-
not playlists. Like they would just write here's what I'm listening to today. Like
Oh,
just
right.
as text, right? Because there's no iTunes yet. And like they would just do like basically journals, or they would call them tour diaries. So like as every record is getting made, fucking exactly what we're doing here. Like instead of rolling cameras, they would just be doing diaries. Today we did drums,
Yeah.
we did this. Here's a bunch of photos. Like again, Facebook status of like uploading,
Yeah.
or updating your here's what I ate today. Well, they were doing it 5 years before everyone else was. So like technologically, they were trailblazing, and dude, oh, this one's huge. Actually, fuck, I don't think I can say it.
What?
Well, I
Oh,
took
because they were stealing.
no, they're
music?
smart. They fucked over their label and their lawyers. Name a
how'd they
band
do
that
that?
does that on their first record. Everyone
What
gets
had-
fucked. They did the fucking.
How did they do it?
Okay, I had a music business class. The only one I had to
Right.
take in college. Can you believe that? You had one business class. They didn't even teach me how to invoice. But so like we had one business class, and it was taught by a guy. I won't say his name, but he worked at the label that Thrice did. Hopeless
Yeah.
Subsidy was the name of the record label that they had their first two records released on. So usually this is how he explains it, because he's talking about the part of the class when he's explaining a whatchamacallit, fuck, this song. I need to explain this song first. Remind me about the lawsuit. This is the first song I had to learn tabs to. Listen to this. This is the first time I was 16. I couldn't figure out that bass line. It's the only time in
Right.
my life I went to tabs.com or whatever to look for tabs because I couldn't figure this part out. And here's the reason I pointed out. Listen to the chorus. Right here. The guitar on the left is playing it now.
Oh, wow.
So I
That's
learned the
clever.
tabs, and I was ashamed of myself because I'd never had to use tabs, and the only time I've ever used them was this song. And then when I got to the chorus, I realized, fuck, the guitar player's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when I can't figure something out before I go looking for the answer, just go to the chorus and be like, is someone else doing that line?
Right. You
There's-
mean in every song or in Thrice?
No, for me, anytime I can't figure
Right.
something out, before I go, okay, how do I do this? I just like, let's go to the chorus, let's go to the bridge. What are the odds someone else is playing the part or the lick or the thing that I can't figure out? More than often they are, and it's in a register I can hear. You can hear the guitar better than the bass. It doesn't
Right.
have the flangery effect on it, you know? So it's just like, oh, lesson learned. Ask the guitar player. Sometimes he knows the bass line, you know?
Right.
All right, but anyways, so here's what I was talking about. In class, the professor says, okay, so indie labels are still important for major labels, right? You know the answer because
Are still important for major labels?
yeah, because
Right.
like the major label, or, I'm sorry, like the they're not important for the major label, but the major label usually picks up a band from an indie label, and once that indie label goes to major, like Thrice went to Island Records from Hopeless Subsidy, right?
Right.
So Island's a big one. Hopeless not that big. So what Hopeless is hoping to capitalize on is now that they left and went to Island, that's what it was. Okay, so when a band leaves the indie label and goes to a major, that's good for the indie label. This is what the
Right.
lesson was about, because now Atlantic or Sony or in this case Island is flipping the bill for all their advertising, and we've got these two old records that people are still going to buy, and now we don't have to
Yeah.
advertise it anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody else
Yeah.
is going to do all the work, and we're just going to capitalize because they don't own this one. We own it. And he goes, fuck, except Thrice. And I was like, what did they do? Like, I have to know. How did they, because he got angry. He's like, dude, except for this one fucking band that I work with, Jesus Christ. I was like, dude, you have to tell me. So he tells the
Yeah.
class, he goes, they own the masters to their first two records, to Identity Crisis and Illusions of Safety. Then they went to Island, and we went to like, collect and found out that we couldn't. Their lawyer or them, whoever it was, somebody pulled a fast one, and the record label does not own the record
So they
of
just
the
had it in their
first two albums.
they had it in their contract that like after recoupment they got the masters back or something.
There was no, I don't know what the deal was. There was no recruitment.
Right.
They own their first two records from the indie, and then they went
Yeah.
to Island for one record left without a lawsuit, and then they released two more records on their own.
Yeah.
No lawsuits.
Yeah.
How are they doing this? How'd they get out of the first contract?
We need their lawyer.
Right? They got out of the first contract with their albums, and then they went to a major, left it, and didn't get sued. Like, fuck, I know people that have been sued for all of these things.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that's what I was like, that's what I mean. Like, they've always been ahead of the game, whether it's legal, musical, technological, social, I don't know. I've always been taking a page out of their book because they just seem to be a step ahead of everyone.
Yep, that's fair.
And nowadays, like everyone's like Warped Tour and what's the big festival that just happened?
Sick of it all?
No, it wasn't that
Sick
one.
New World or
Lowdown
When We Were
Festival,
Young?
I think.
Right.
Down Low, I don't know. But
Download
everyone's just
Festival.
kind of commenting on like all these old has-beens like cashing in on their old sounds, and these bands haven't toured in 10 years, but they're coming back for 6 Warped Tours, But it's like you listen to Thrice, they never stopped, and they're not 45-year-olds playing music they did when they were 17. They're 45-year-olds playing the music they released when they were 43 because they had a record come out a year ago or something. And it's like, fuck, they even beat out all of the bands who are their age today because they're just not cashing in. They don't need to. They've been cashing in this whole time. They never sold out. I guess how you could think of it.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do over a long period of time if you're intelligent about it.
I know, right? That's also weird too. The guitars are throwing footballs and the bass is doing the lick. Like usually everyone plays the riff together.
Jesus, how the fuck are you supposed to get past this level?
You die over and over again.
There's no guns. There's no Jesus.
There's a rocket launcher in here.
Yeah, but like what, one and one plasma rifle?
Well, don't be a bitch. Oh, this right here. This is a cool trick. Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong song. Never mind. You know what I also like about this band is the drummer. I'm not insulting him because I think he would agree. Like, he's not the best drummer. He's great for this band. He's like the perfect drummer for this band. He doesn't outshine. Kind of like we were talking about the Police and U2. It's like he perfectly fits everything. His fills aren't over the top because they don't need to be. There's like nothing in drumland that's like, oh, that's inappropriate. No, it's just right. Everything is just right and not too metal or too rock or too punk.
Yeah, no, I definitely have not noticed the drums.
Yeah, he's doing a good drummer job.
Yeah.
This is the year everyone discovered delay
Jesus.
pedals.
Yeah. Dude, this is going to take forever to get to the end of this, dude.
We might spend the whole record playing this one level. I'm stuck in a corner shooting all these pinkies.
All these pinkies?
Yeah, that's what the pink demons are called, pinky. You didn't read the books.
No, I didn't know they had books. I figured if you play Doom, you can't read.
There were books, but they were loosely tied to the games. The crazy
Yeah, this
thing,
is like prog metal vibes for a second in all these licks.
Yeah.
Before, it sounds like it was all before these bands started. Well, it sounds like all those bands ripped them off. or took inspiration from them?
I don't know. Everyone, I don't remember like who came first and all the things, but you just knew like if you went to a show and you saw Under Oath and Thrice together, they would tour together a lot. Like you just knew Under Oath was going to sound like Under Oath and the other two bands on the bill, you know, but
Yeah.
Thrice wasn't. Thrice was going to stand out. Bass solo. The bass player and the drummer are brothers.
Makes sense.
And Ed is also a huge influence on me, for sure. Not just this record, but the last one. There's always great bass playing on their albums.
Should we go to a different level? Because this is stupid. Like, we're just dying and shooting and dying and shooting until...
Isn't that what the whole game is?
No, like, we're just dying too much. Like, there's no strategy
You're
here,
dying
dude.
too much. I've died like 3 times.
Fuck off. Are you serious? Where are
Yeah.
you finding guns?
I'm just really good at fisting.
Yeah, that's a...
I'm really good at fisting these pinkies. That's not it's not something you're used to. Oh shit.
Dude, I am dying so much.
I'm literally not. Like I've gotten out of so many close calls. I'm just going fisticuffs on this guy. Oh, there's all these health packs all over. That's how I'm surviving.
Dude, I just found the section that you're in. I didn't even know this section was here. I was just trapped with monsters.
Oh shit, there's one of the green guys. Huh, what's this? Nothing. Oh, I died in here before, yeah. The only thing I don't like about this album is like the production.
What's wrong with the production?
It sounds like it's time.
What's wrong
I
with
don't
that?
know. Like, I didn't like the sound of records in 2003. I like the sound of tape.
Oh,
This
okay.
is right when things started getting really crispy. Like, there's a lot of click in the snare and the
Yeah, I
kick
noticed
drum.
that on the first couple of used albums were really toppy.
Yeah, they just discovered like
Yeah.
a couple of things. Well, Pro Tools became affordable is what really happened. It looks like there's something over here. These guys did a lot of meters too. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
well,
4,
yeah,
5.
they-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Like make a song groove in 5. You know how you do it?
How?
You play the chorus in 6. The chorus is coming up.
Oh, yeah, that makes
5
sense.
is basically 6. You just swing it less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You
Yep.
get rid of that. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
5.
having a chorus in 5 doesn't really work. I mean, you better have something special to say.
I've only seen Switchfoot do it.
They had it. Which chorus is theirs?
They've got a great song. I don't know what it was. I played it in a church once, like as a one of the special songs or whatever. But the whole song's in 5,
Wow. Okay.
and like it just doesn't seem like it. That's how you do odd meter good. It doesn't feel odd,
Yeah. I agree with that.
and that's how I feel these guys do it. Like you wouldn't know it's in 5 until you're like, oh yeah, you count it out. And also the stereo image. There's no doubling. There's left guitar and right guitar. 2 guitars. That's it. They don't layer.
Right. Well, they sound pretty good considering.
Yeah, they totally produced and recorded the next album at home. Or not the next one, the one after this. The one after the next one. It was 4 albums. It's called the Alchemy Index.
The
Earth-
Alchemy Index.
Earth, water, wind, and fire. The 4 elements. So fire's heavy, water's really digital, earth is all acoustic instruments, and air is no low end.
Do you reckon they planned for that to be
Yes.
the process?
Yes, that one was.
So they had this vision. Interesting.
Yeah, they built a studio in the drummer's house, and they cut the whole record at home after they left Island Records.
That's awesome. I love this band just based on the folklore and the mythology.
Yeah, this song's about Icarus. Icarus is the one who flew too
Flew
close
too
to
close
the
to the
sun.
sun.
Yeah. I think that's this one. Yeah. Fly on these secondhand wings. I'm willing to find out what impossible means. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. Trying to find guns. His lyrics are good. I wish more bands had lyrics like this.
It's called The Melting Point of Wax, and that's the hook. The melting point of wax means nothing to me because I'm Icarus. My wings are made of wax. Who gives a fuck? I'm flying into the sun. Let's go.
Right.
So it's like everyone else was writing angsty, nothing matters. And like he's basically doing the same thing, but with a 3,000-year-old story.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like all the same themes and like angsty, youthful stuff. But oh, I found the chainsaw. Fuck, that would have helped with the pink guys. Exit. Oh shit! Oh god, I was about to say, oh!
What?
Do you remember this one? Come over here to where the exit is.
Where is it?
Look at me on the map. Turn that left, basically. Straight.
This?
Yeah. Yeah, remember the stairs disappear? I
Oh,
literally
no,
just
and then
made
you're
it through.
fucked.
Because I was like, isn't this the one where at the end we almost lost it? That whole level was for fucking nothing. But we made it.
Jesus, that would have been a fucking hassle. That would have been a shame. Isn't this the one where we waste our time and want to kill ourselves?
Yeah, that's what I remember every time. To be at peace would be a sin, and surely un-American.
Interesting. So that's about as political as you can be.
But it's true, we do war better than fucking anyone, right?
Yes, I agree with that.
So like, is it political or is it just true?
It's both.
Oh shit, I'm stuck. Yeah, you should listen to the latest record. It sounds nothing like this. It's so cool. The fact that they can play concerts still and like not lose the audience because it's not even close. Every time it's different.
Right. And so how much of this stuff are they actually playing at their concerts then?
This song, they'll do 3 tracks from this record usually. I call them tracks.
How often do you go to see them?
When they come to town, they've not been on tour for a couple years, I think. They took a 5-year hiatus. Like they come and go. They've all got kids and families, and you know.
Oh, I hate these fucking guys.
This is the title track of the record, but I don't think it was ever a single.
This one coming up now?
Yeah. So they play this every show.
Right.
It's the only song they've written that is these 4 chords. You know these 4 chords.
Yeah.
Everyone writes this song, and so do they, but this is the only one they've ever done.
Does Sarah like this band?
It's her favorite, yeah. This
I
is
was
the
gonna
album.
say this sounds like something Sarah would be into.
This was our first concert. This is the record we fell in love to. That's why that whole story in the beginning, like this is
Yeah.
what I'm listening to when I'm like, yeah, Drop out of
So
high
this
school.
is the
This is
this
my
is
girl.
the sound of you falling in love.
Yeah, man, this is it. This is the sound of me becoming like the guy that you know today. Like, yep, I made all the decisions I made playing this record, standing in front of an Ampeg stack, just going, one day I'm going to do this. I had a dream that I played a concert that my band was on tour with theirs, my high school band. And after
Right.
that dream, I was like, oh, I could actually see that happening. Like, I could see
Right.
me and Ed and Dustin and actually, we're all probably could be friends. And being on tour looks like fun. I bet you I could do that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It wasn't really this record per se that did it, but it was like, this was the sound of me convincing myself, like, oh yeah, it could be done.
It's doable.
It's plenty of time to get a pointless job and hate myself later.
Yeah.
And like the way the bass player just changed the chord inversion right there, I use that trick all the time.
Dude, the machine gun guys are brutal.
Nah, the rocket launcher guys are the worst. Flashing lights and sounds.
I just realized something. I don't know why I never thought of this before, but now that I'm... It's so weird that I'm thinking about this in relation to... This is the soundtrack of you falling in love. And I just realized you've only ever been with one person.
Yeah.
You've never had another girlfriend. You have no reference points for anything.
No other career. I'm telling you, this point in time, this summer, I became who I am today. I met my wife. Lock it in. Let's go. I found my career. Lock it in. Let's go. I got my start. I dropped out of high school. I went to college. I started my freshman year as a music major. I'm like, I'm doing this. Let's go. Like, yeah. I have not strayed from the path yet. Literally in any way, shape, or form.
You've been doing the
Sarah
same
and I
thing for
never
25
took a break.
years.
We never
So wait,
broke
how long?
up.
You've been together with Sarah now for 25 years?
2003. Yeah, so we got married in 2011.
Coming up on 25, yeah.
So we've been married for, I think this is our 15. And then, yeah, we've been together for like almost 25, 23, 20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just kids, man.
Just a couple of crazy kids.
A couple of crazy kids with crazy ideas. And that's the wild thing too, is like not just like the path I've been on and that I did is insane, but the fact that like, you know, she saw a 16-year-old drop out and was like, yeah, let's stick around.
Yeah,
this sounds
yeah.
know?
He's going places.
Yeah. Says as much about her faith in me as mine does.
Yeah. What did she want to do when she was at this
She always
point?
wanted to be an artist. She went to art school too.
Yeah.
She started in like animation and drawing, 3D animation, that kind of stuff. And then she found graphic art, like typography and graphic design. And that's what she really likes. And that's what, you know, majority of what she does now. But yeah, we were both destined to be broke, struggling artists our whole lives. Wouldn't do it any other way. Oh, I got the blue door. But I don't know what that did. Oh, that opens that. Oh, yeah,
That opens what?
yeah. Okay.
You remember it now?
Yeah. Oh, you're in a spot that I don't have a map for.
No, you've been here.
Yeah, I'm at the spot where these three doors open up. There's all these guys in here. Yep, found them. Yeah, if you look at me on the map, you'll see where I'm at.
I'm not looking at the map.
As in, you're not going to, or?
And I'm not going to. I'm going to kill this guy, and then I'm going to keep walking.
Okay,
Just going to keep on moving.
I'm sure you'll find me.
All right, where are you? So the map. I got to look at the map now.
Yeah. This was also like, I started reading the books because all the other guys would put in their playlists. Dustin would put the books he's reading. So this
Right.
song is based off of The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis. And like, as I'm reading it, I'm just reading his choruses. We laugh at honor and we're shocked when we find knives in our backs. I was like, he's not even paraphrasing. Like, you can write a chorus just by straight up finding an old book, finding a cool line in it, like, oh, that sounds sweet. And I'm sure what he did was way more eloquent than that. But that's a lot of how I write. You know, when I find an old saying or something, it's like, ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds cool. Let me find a way to make a chorus out of that. It just sounds like it's neat.
Well, does that is that where your tattoo came from?
No, these are Edgar Allan Poe stories. That's from childhood. Those are my favorite bedtime stories. My favorite bedtime
Favorite
story
bedtime
is
stories.
this one, The Cask of Amontillado, where the guy gets walled alive,
Right.
brick by brick.
Walled alive.
Yeah, so
Dude,
there's these two guys, Fortunato and Montresor, and I always forget which one's which, but basically one's dressed up as a clown, the other is it's masquerade time, and for some reason one of them really fucking hates the other. Don't need to know why. So what he does is he lures them into the. He says, "I've got this cask of Amontillado. That's a super expensive wine."
Right.
He's like, "Dude, come on, come to my basement. I got this Amontillado. You're gonna love it." And so he, you know, the clown follows him in, and he keeps feeding him more and more wine. Eventually, they get to a spot where, there's no wine, there's no nothing. The guy passes out drunk and wakes up chained to a wall, and the dude is walling him in alive. He's laying brick by brick, and then finally, the last one puts in the last brick, drops in a torch, and just seals him, walls him in alive. Impace requiescat is the final words of the story. May he rest in peace. Fuck this guy is what he said. And the meaning of that story is actually the coolest thing in the world.
What is the meaning?
Okay, so at this point in time, Edgar Allan Poe is having a literary battle, a rap battle. Except instead of Drake and Eminem or whoever the fuck, it's Edgar Allan Poe and these two other authors of the time. Right?
Right.
And
so they're battling in the pages.
They're battling in the pages, and so these two authors are writing about this dumb fucking poet who tries to write all this scary shit. Nobody likes it. You know what I mean? Like, they're writing Edgar Allan Poe into their stories. Yeah?
Right.
So what does Edgar Allan Poe do? He writes these two in. But I think this is like the chef's kiss, the master stroke, right? Is
right.
The whole reason why he did it is like, how do you get back at the shit talkers? You bury them alive.
Right.
Right? Like, how do you get back at the people that are cutting you? You don't kill them. You don't fight back. You just fucking bury them. And
right.
Here's, like, I could tell you the name of the two authors. It's like Descartes and Lestrade or whatever. You ever heard of those guys? No, but you have heard of Edgar Allan Poe, and that's my fucking point. He didn't just bury them in the story. He buried them in history.
In history,
You've never heard of these other two. You would have to go back to the newspaper or the magazine articles from 1868 to read about this feud. But you know Edgar Allan Poe. So fuck the other guys. He buried them. He just buried them with a good story and buried them in the story. Right? It's like, yeah, that's how you take care of the haters, man. Fuck them. Bury them alive. You'll never know what hit them. Oh, shit.
Oof. Dude. So, yellow key. Just got the yellow key. Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what the yellow door is, though. We bleed the same red blood.
How the fuck do I?
A bunch of these guys in here. Yeah, did you get up here?
Yeah, I got up here. I've been killing them for like the last 20 minutes. That's what the yellow key was.
And I think that's the record. Pretty sure that's
the whole thing.
Song.
Oh, that's the song.
40 minutes.
All right.
Short and sweet.
It's a pretty short and sweet. It's pretty good. Good lyrics. I must say, hearing an album with lyrics like that.
Yeah, this is a.
So what's this?
That's their biggest hit. It's called Deadbolt. It's from the previous record, Illusions of Safety, which was on the Hopeless records. Oh yeah, so the one we just listened to was the first record on Island. That was a major label. Isn't that wild?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So then they owned the 2 ones that were previous to that.
Which were screamo punk rock records. The next one goes Radiohead. Then the next one is the 4-album concept record. Then they do Beggars, and then Major Minor, and then they take like a 6 or 7 year break. There's some deaths in families, and they're just kind of done for a while. And then they come back and they've released, I think, 3 records or 4 since the hiatus, since like 2017 or 18. But yeah, an impressive run, and especially like same lineup, 4 dudes. They don't hate each other. Like that's the more impressive
rare.
thing to me, right?
Yeah,
like
that's really impressive.
have that kind of career and you guys don't hate each other. Like that's not the norm.
Yeah. And it's ironic. It's a 4-piece band called Thrice.
Yeah. And they hate their band name too.
Really? Why?
I think it's rad, but yeah, they can't stand it. They're embarrassed by it.
That's a great idea for a name. It's nice, simple, one word.
It's not once, not twice.
Yeah. All right.
So
that's the episode. That's the point of these. Listen to the record, talk it down.
So
that's the soundtrack to your 14 to 16-year-old Jayme Lewis.
16 to 17, but yes. Yeah. Yep, that's the record that explains why everything, why all this. What went wrong. What should we do next? Like the next time we do one of these, do you want to do another one where like you share a record, or do you want to like try to get a guest in here and do this with them? Like what's the record that
Either or. I think we try to get a guest in, and then on any week when no one's available.
Because I'm sure Chris Reeve, Ashley Reeve, Chris Kakamies, I think any of them would love to come on.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, but let's do it with them. Yeah, they can pick the next record. I've got heaps of albums that are just, they've got, my seminal albums that I grew up listening to. I've got like a laundry list of a dozen I could rattle off right now. So, and we have to listen to One Hot Minute at some point because that was both of our favorite Chili Peppers. Right? Like there's no shortage on choices.
Hey, and anyone who's still watching along, drop in the comments. Let us know like what records you want us to listen to. What were some of the ones that really made a big difference for you?
Yeah, that's what this whole format is.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we do. You know what might be cool is like one time to do an episode that's literally all fan suggestions. So it's not like a record all the way through, but we'll put
just
together
songs,
a playlist of like
songs.
20 songs from 20 fans or whatever it is. We'll do it in an hour and, just listen to them down that way.
Perfect. I love it.